Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well. My name is Kanika. Today we are going to discuss different types of libraries. Beside that, we are also going to discuss packages, libraries, modules, and framework in Python. This topic is covered in Unit 2 for class 12th CS students and in Unit 1 for class 12th IP students. So this topic is important for both CS and IP students. So let's begin.
Libraries in Python. What do you mean by library in Python? So library in Python means collection of modules or packages that provide with specific applications and requirement. Which provide you with specific applications and requirement. Applications and requirement means when you design any program or software, you need to give some set of instructions, and that is done by using any of the programming languages. Now, why we are designing a software or a program? To get some task done, to get some applications done, and to get some requirements done. For example, if I am designing an application, mobile application or if I am designing a web application for a company ABC, so that company must have some applications और रिक्वायरमेंट. वो क्यों डिज़ाइन करवा रहे हैं वो वेबसाइट? क्योंकि उनको रिक्वायरमेंट होगी अपने कस्टमर तक रीच पहुंचाने के लिए, या फिर उनको वो कुछ उस तरीके से अपने एम्प्लॉयज़ के लिए कुछ अप्लाइड तरीके से यूज़ करना होगा. So basically, beside designing any software or application, there is some requirement. So this requirement and applications are made easy by using library in Python. So a library can have multiple modules in it. So basically, library in Python is something which has predefined set of modules or packages which makes your coding easy. Also, a Python library is a reusable chunk of code that you may want to include in your programs or project. This is a reusable chunk of code. That means you can use it again and again wherever and whenever required. Python standard library is very extensive, offering a wide range of facility. It provides a very huge range of facility and it's very extensive. Some of its modules are some of the modules which are provided by Python standard library. Now, what is a standard library? When you download Python from python.org, so there are certain sets of library which come by default with your package, so that are called as standard libraries. So some of the standard libraries are math module, which is used for supporting different mathematical functions. Then we have CMath module that is used for mathematical functions for complex numbers. Then we have random module that is used for generating pseudo random numbers. For example, just like a shuffle box. For example, I have written numbers from 1 to 1000 in chits, one number separately on each chit, and then I put them in the bowl and I randomly pick out one number. So that is what random modules does. It generates pseudo random number. Then there is statistics module, which is used to provide mathematical statistics function. Then there are URL lib that is used for handling URL handling function, so that you can access website from within your program. So these are certain standard libraries. Some other libraries are NumPy. NumPy is used, or it can provide you advanced mathematical functionalities along with tool to create and manipulate numerical arrays. Okay. So basically it is used for mathematical functionality or numeric array. Then we have SciPy, Science PY, that, or you can say SciPy. It is used for algorithm and mathematical tools for scientific calculation. Next we have tkinter. Tkinter is used to provide user interface toolkit and helps. User interface toolkit means user interface. That means the interface which a user is using. आप Google पे जाते हैं या you use any application, so आपको वो दिखती है एक application या कोई website that it has blue borders, white background and this type of font. So that is the interface, right? So that means friendly user interface. किस लिए काम आता है? It is helped to create user friendly GUI interface so that it is easy for users to access. उनको easy है. WhatsApp everyone can use nowadays. Why? Because they provide a easy interface कि यहाँ से click करके you can send a message, you can forward a message. They use easy interface. Next we have Matplotlib. Now Matplotlib provides many functions and tools to produce quality output in variety of formats. Quality output in variety of formats such as plots, charts and graphs. It is used in designing these things. Matplotlib. This Matplotlib is in syllabus for IP students, so we will be discussing this Matplotlib in detail if you are an IP student. Next comes modularization of Python program. Basically, Python program can be divided at certain level. First one is framework. Framework can be divided into libraries. Then each library has certain packages and each package has certain modules. Let us discuss these modularizations of Python program in detail. Using Python libraries. For following terms must be clear while developing any Python project. So these are the four major things which we are going to discuss. You have seen this same keywords in the previous diagram. So we are going from module to framework. In crux or in short, I can tell you that module is the smallest part and framework is the largest part. We will understand it in more detail with examples. So first we will start with module. Now what is a module? It is a file which contains Python functions, global variable, classes, etc. So it is the basic और you can say the most inner part of a Python. आप इस डायग्राम को ऐसे समझो जैसे एक बॉक्स के अंदर बॉक्स हो. तो सबसे बड़ा बॉक्स है फ्रेमवर्क, उसके अंदर एक छोटा बॉक्स है लाइब्रेरी, उसके अंदर एक छोटा बॉक्स है पैकेज और उसके अंदर छोटे बॉक्सेस हैं मॉड्यूल्स. तो you can consider it in this way. So we are going to study the first smallest box, that is module. So module contains Python functions. जो हम उसमें Python functions use करते हैं, we are going to use the global variables. All that are contained in Python. It is just .py file. Every file which you create is a module, right? If I am performing any of the coding part, right? So I save my file with .py extension. So that is kind of a module. Now let us understand with an example. For example, I am creating a module, user module.py, and I have given a function inside it, definition hello message. Now what is the function? What is the task of this function? Return hello plus the name. Okay. So now we can import user module.py module either in Python interpreter or other py file. So what we can do is we can just call this module. We can call this module in our other program. For example, this is my other program. So what I have done, I have imported user module in it and I have printed user module dot hello message India. Okay, so this is how you can import or you can use one module into another module. So I hope you have understand what a module is and how you can use that module in another program also. Here we have used a function definition hello message, and the task of this hello message is to return hello plus the username which you have passed as an argument. And later I have used this module, user module. How I have used it? I have imported the user module into my other function and I can directly use the hello message function over there. Now how to import modules in Python? There are different ways of importing modules. One we have seen above, that we can simply just write import user module and can use user module dot operator and can call the function directly. So first is, for example, we are taking the example of math library. Okay, so we have import math library and we can just use in our program math.pow. Pow is the power function which denotes 2's power to the power 3. Next way of importing is import math as empty. I provide a local name so that I don't need to use math every time. I can just use empty.pow 2, 3. Another way is I can import statements from math. Import statements from math means I can import pow print. 2 to the power 3 is pow 2 by 3. So I can use the keyword from. What I have used? I have used the keyword from for importing the module. Next is import all the names from the math. So I can use star. Star denotes all. So math has various modules in it, various functions. Math has various function in it, so I import all. That means all of the functions, whether it is pow, whether it is square root, or any other function will be included in my current program. Second comes package. Now what is package? It is a namespace that contains multiple packages or module. It is a directory, contains a special file init.py. So this is a special file which you need to write in a directory for making it as a package. Let us understand here. Here what I have done, I have created a user defined package. User defined package मतलब जो मैंने अपना पैकेज डिजाइन करा है जो इनबिल्ट पाइथन के अंदर नहीं आता. So this is my top level package, that is geometry. I have given init function in it. So it tells me that geometry is a package. If I have given this directory inside any of the package, that means it is inside any of the file, that means it is a package. Next is rectangle. Now rectangle is a sub package, that means it is contained inside the geometry, and I have given init again init, so that means it is again a package. Now here I have written area rect.py. So what it is a module which I have created inside it, area rect.py, perimeter rect.py. That means these two functions or these two modules will be used for calculating the area and perimeter of the rectangle. Similarly, just like rectangle, I have also created circle as a sub package. Now we can import it in the following way in the other .py files. How? Now this is a package which I have created. Now I am making another program and I want to include this file or import this file there. So how I can do it? I can simply write from geometry .rectangle import area rect. So you have to keep in mind when you are importing anything, you do not need to mention .py because it is by default that you can only import .py files. So you don't need to mention the extension. Similarly, we can also import circle from geometry.circle import perimeter circle. So this is how you can create your own package. Next comes library. Now library is a collection of various packages, right? What we have done till now, module, packages and library. So modules जब बहुत सारे modules इकट्ठे हो जाते हैं, they constitute a package, and when we have collection of various packages, then it constitutes to a library. So conceptually there is no difference between package and Python library. Okay. In Python, a library is used loosely to describe a collection of core modules. So they are somewhat like same. Packages and library are same. So they are standard libraries. Standard libraries are of standard. What are the standard libraries? Standard libraries of Python language come bundled with the core Python distribution. That means these are the basic library which comes with Python when you install it in your system. So these are the collection of exact syntax, token and semantics of Python language. The Python standard library lists down approximately more than 200 such core modules that form the core of the Python. So there are many, or you can say a lot of libraries which can be used in Python. Next are the additional libraries. Now what are these? These refer to those optional components that are commonly included in the Python distribution, which are not the default one, but you can include them in your system when you are running your Python code. So the Python installers automatically adds the standard library and some additional libraries. Some of the additional libraries are common, so they automatically add it. Otherwise you need to install them. And how you can install them? You can easily install them by writing pip to install such as additional libraries. You can go to your CMD and you can give such commands and you can install the libraries which you need. Now let's take an example of a user defined library. That means a library which I have created. So I have created a directory C mylib library 1. This is a directory. So it contains two packages. Each package contains two modules and each module contains one function each. So what I have done in the first directory, I have created a Python program mylibcall.py. As you can see, it has init class init, that is a blank file which makes it a package. Okay. So what I have done in mylibcall.py, I have written the code such as from library 1. That means this is library 1. dot package 1. This is dot package 1. Import module 2. This module. So I have imported this module in my program. Next, I am doing? I am printing. What I am printing? Module 2 dot module test 2. So it will call the module 2 function, that is module test 2. So output of this program will be from module 2. So this is how you can make your own packages and sub packages and modules, and you can use them wherever needed. Please make sure that a blank file with init.py is created. Set as environment variable of library1 to call anywhere path on the system. This file is important so that it knows that it is a package library. Next comes using framework. Now what are framework? Framework is a collection of various libraries which architects some more components. So framework is more huger term. It constitutes of various libraries. One of the most famous example is Django. Now Django is a free and open source full stack Python framework. It includes all the necessary features by default. So basically Django is a framework which is provided by Python, which is used for designing websites, front end and as well as back end. So Django is an example of framework. It has various inbuilt libraries and packages which provides a complete package, complete functionality for designing a website. So this was all about introduction of Python libraries. If you have any doubt, feel free to comment down in the comment box, or you can directly ask me in the doubts session. So this topic was for both CS and IP students, as I have told you earlier. So please go through it, and if you have any doubt, ask me. Thank you.